Okay, let's go ahead and get started today.
Pretty much.
My name is Tom Morris. I'm the marketing director of the Ark-La-Miss Fair Committee. I've got our treasurer of the Fair Committee with us, Wayne, and not Jerry, Miller from Jerry and his son is both fair committee members. I ought to run for president. I didn't say that. But anyways, I'd like to welcome y'all here to the press conference announcing the new dates and the new location of the 2024 Ark-La-Miss Fair. The fair will be held September the 27th, opening up at 5 o'clock on Friday, and it will end on Sunday, October the 6th. And we're having it this year for the first time in a long time in West Monroe. We're going to be at the Ike Hamilton Exposition Center, and we could not be any more happier about the situation. We're in the Monroe Civic Center arena grounds for many years, and we were forced to have to leave there because of the facilities were not at one of the pavilions for livestock was not made available to us. So we were speeded things up with the city of West Monroe, and the mayor allowed us to sign the contract, and we will gladly be back home in this fall. The fair's birthplace is in West Monroe. Many remember the old city hall was the original fairgrounds. Am I right, Stacy? You've been from here longer than I have. And but we're coming home. The fair board has worked tirelessly throughout the year with the fair management. Manager Chris Post has worked real hard to accommodate us, and we're excited about that part. West Monroe Police Chief Jason Pleasant and his staff have made sure that we're going to have a safe fair this year in 2024, and we're thankful, very thankful for that. So I'd like to introduce to you the mayor of West Monroe, who's made time to come over here and give us some comments about the Civitan Club moving the Ark-La-Miss Fair over to West Monroe.
Sure.
Stacy?
Thank you, Tom. Well, of course, we're thrilled. The city of West Monroe is thrilled that we have the facilities that will suit the fair and its needs, and including growing the livestock show. I think that is such an important part of it. I grew up actually showing livestock at the Ark-La-Miss Fair, through junior high and high school, and would love to see that grow back to what it was at that time. So the city's thrilled that we, again, have the Ike Hamilton. The facilities fit, they work. There's a lot of details and preparation that I know go into this. The event facilities director, Chris Post, has been very thorough with everything, so we're thrilled that the Civitans and Chris and the city were able to come to an agreement where it benefits everyone. So I invite you to come out and enjoy the fair in September, enjoy coming to West Monroe, and we look forward to a great future with everyone. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate it very much. Again, the Ike has the ultimate in livestock facilities. The livestock folks are very happy to hear that we're at the Ike. I believe they just had a major Brahman bull show there, and we're going to have ours the first weekend of the fair before we have the 4-H events the second weekend. So yes, livestock is going to again be a big deal at the Ark-La-Miss Fair. All the money does not go out of town at the fair. Exactly. The proceeds from the fair stay here in the community. The president of the West Monroe Civitan Club, Fred Clark, will now talk to you and tell you about the Civitan Club.
So the West Monroe Civitan Club is a civic-minded service club of the 40 local business people. Our main fund drive project each year is the Ark-La-Miss Fair. This year, like all previous years, the proceeds will go back to the community and various nonprofit organizations in our area. We average giving back around $50,000 annually from proceeds earned at the fair. A couple of our notable special projects were the all-inclusive Smiles Park, that's at Caroli Park, and their Little Critters preschool playground. Those projects were started with funding from those who attended the Ark-La-Miss Fair. So with that in mind, we look forward to seeing everybody from our community and throughout North Louisiana attending at our new location this year. Tom, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Fred. We will have lots of food booths, lots of rides. Our ride company, Bell City Amusements, is coming to town real soon to map their layout of the rides, and we hope that people have a good time at the fair for that. Admission this year will be $6 for adults, $4 for children age 2 to 11. And I believe that's going to be most of the things that I have. Oh, the arts and crafts exhibit area will be inside the arena where folks will fight for that blue ribbon for the best apple pie and the best looking vegetables, canned goods. Always a favorite of local homemakers, and we're looking forward to that event too. We have the 4-H clubs locally doing a petting zoo area the second weekend. They had one every year at the Ag Expo, and we wanted to include them in the fair, and they've graciously agreed to help us out, and that's going to be fun too for those coming to the fair. So an important date that we have during the fair week is the Senior Citizens Day and Special Needs Day. That's going to be October the 2nd, and it goes on from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That event is sponsored by Bell City Amusements and the West Monroe Civitan Club, and it's just a fun day for those folks to enjoy the fair during the day. If anybody needs any more information about the calendar will be updated regularly, and that website is www.arklamisfair.info. So I'll have any questions if you guys have anything. We'll try to answer it. Anybody have any questions?
Yes,
For me or Fred or Mayor Albritton?
or whoever.
Mayor Mitchell?
Whoever can just answer this. If you already answered it, forgive me, but was there a reason why the city of Monroe decided to keep the pavilion closed to the livestock events? Like, what's the reason for that? Is it temporary?
Well, the city has another group that uses that facility almost year-round, and for the past many years, they've allowed us to have the pavilion for our 2 weeks of the fair, but the mayor and the administration of the Civic Center decided that they did not want to do that in the new contract with the city. Okay?
Does that mean that West Monroe is now the new permanent home of the Ark-La-Miss Fair?
Yes, it is, according to the current contract.
And I did not mean to get too technical with this question, but what's the square feet difference between the Ike and the Monroe Civic Center? Like, it would be more room for more rides?
There is more room at the Chris post. The manager may, for information, he can do.
Yes. Okay. You can.
Oh,
Yeah, but don't film you?
yeah, just he.
I mean, I'll just give you information.
Okay.
So the Ike campus, if you want to call it that, is roughly 27 acres. I don't know, I can't speak on the Monroe Civic Center. Yeah, total acres is roughly 27.
Well, what Chris is saying is, there's a lot of room to grow at the West Monroe site. The Ike is a well-laid-out facility, and it's complete and just, you know, just what we need.
And, you know, I might also want to mention the parking.
And the parking will be closer to the fair site, more convenient, and we're fortunate for that too. Any other questions you can think of?
Trying to think of anything.
Well,
I guess it'll be more spread out, more food vendors, more, you know, I see more local businesses getting food trucks now, so I guess it'll be more space for,
Yeah.
opportunity for local.
there's room to grow. This first year there will be growing pains, like any kind of major move like this. We don't expect to have quite as many food vendor sites. We've got to do some utility setups in the future, but for this fair, we were able to handle a good number, and we're going to be excited about that. You know, nonprofits that have the food booths, this is their major event of the year too, in raising money for their organizations. So we appreciate the city of West Monroe working with us on finding out what we need for them to have their sites. Okay. 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 Thank y'all, and thanks for coming today to the press conference. Okay. See you at the fair.